very inspiring. Now we're going to have Diraj with his speech that I can't read the title of. What's the name of the speech? Navigating scarcity in abundance. Okay.
So growing up in the household of two professors, my family prioritized intellectual pursuits over any artistic pursuits back home in India. So you probably know that maths and science were the only two options for me growing up. And the success in that two subjects were more critical than any other thing for me. So when I was in 9th grade, I got a scholarship and my family was happy, and still I was not, because I was in the search of something more, because few of my friends got into some good universities back then, and with the decent scholarship that I had to just survive in the university, I was not at all happy, because I was in the relative mode of comparing myself with their success. And this was happening consecutively. It happened during my high school. I got into a very good college, and by the time the people that I used to look up to were climbing some other ladder, which I wanted to someday in future. So everyone around me was happy for my wins, except me. It made me think, it made me introspect my whole journey of like what my academic accomplishment was. Whereas I had a conversation with my mother the same evening, and she was like, "What is this? Everyone out there is celebrating your win, and you are the only one who is not happy with what you have. This is nothing but a scarcity mindset. Even you have everything, you're making sure that it's not enough for you." And that made me realize, like, I'm not grateful for the things that are happening to me. But when I retrospected and introspected, going back in my journey, right from my 3rd grade, I understood that even if I had successful milestones going up, it made me fearful looking at those, because there are high chances of me not having enough resources to embrace that particular milestones in society's eyes. And probably it made me look so bad in front of my family, friends, because I was the only poker face in the family where everyone was enjoying. That made me understood that there are 3 types of scarcities. One is a natural scarcity, when you are part of a system, and let's say you are in the desert and there is no water. So that's the natural scarcity by the nature itself. The second one is the man-made scarcity, which probably everyone in this room would be part of. That defining a limited constraints for your life and defining your whole worldview on top of it. And the third one, which is something that I forgot. Something that is relative. For example, me and Arif is a terrific speaker, and every day when I come on stage, I compare myself with him. But I usually forgot that he is in this journey from last 10 years and have just started. So every time I'm here up on stage, if I'm comparing myself with Arif, then I will always look myself in the mirror as a loser. And the same thing continued because I had no solutions on it. Life passed on. I came to New York City. Everyone was happy for my admissions at NYU, but still there was something for me, whether I'm good enough to embrace this kind of opportunities, or I should be happy in the comfort zone back in India at my hometown and live happily with it. But every time I got scared, it could be because of some genuine fears or the scarcity mindset. I made sure that I took a leap of faith, that that assured a sense of belonging wherever I am. And I came here. But the one thing that was constant was that scarcity mindset. But the situation is completely different. Right now, I'm in New York City, full of abundance. It could be in terms of opportunities, in terms of resources, everything. Scarcity in scarcity environment is survival, but whereas the scarcity in the abundance environment is a prison. And I have been living in this prison from the last 1 year. And when I actually documented it, I understood like there is no escape to it. It's my mindset that's bothering me a lot. And I need to take some actions on top of it. Otherwise, I won't be fully present in the moment. So from past couple of months, I have been practicing few things which I would like to share with you all that made me a stronger person for facing the scarcity. Instead of just neglecting it out there, I made sure that I embrace it fully. So very first thing that I started on, like I have introspected different phases of my life throughout my childhood and what phases were actual achievements for me. I'm an athlete, so for me, playing is something that is more important than anything. So whatever societal milestones that my family or the people around me has decided for me are no longer true. So once I started embracing those moments, I was at the acme of my NYU life, and I was at the forefront of everything. So the second thing that I started doing was I started acting grateful for every opportunity that I have. Even if I'm in the metro, I have nothing to do for the 30 minutes of my time. I usually look at the strangers and smile. So I started utilizing my time so much that I started finding small moments of abundance. And this, I have decided that I will make the best out of this. So embrace the scarcity and abundance so that to make the best out of your time wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Jirash. That was beautiful. I'm glad you took that lead. All right, now we're going to have David Freeman.